Hey guys, I don't know who or if anyone will see this, but it doesn't matter really. Um, I am. So today we decided not to have a funeral. I shouldn't really be putting this stuff online, but fuck it. Um, because actually it's something my dad was quite passionate about, and so thankfully, like it was actually more about what he wanted, which was cool. So I don't mind. I am though having a problem coming back and doing this, and not for the same reasons as last time. Like I'm still too emotional and too emotionally unpredictable. This is all I'm thinking about, if I'm honest. And the mistakes I'm making is incredible. I'm really making so many mistakes. Um, yeah, I'm a fuck up, but as well, like there was people trying to get hold of me. Good people, friends, people like good people. Yeah, no reason not to speak to them, but I've not picked up the phone to a single one of them. Nobody. I've not reached out to anybody I normally would. All of my friends, anybody that I care about, I've not out of contempt or anything else, but I'm holding them at bay. Yeah, I'm not even. I'm not 100% sure why. Part of me thinks that maybe I'm a bit worried that I'm holding it together by a shoestring, and I don't know. That's one part of it. The other part of it is that you know that people are gonna try to be cool, so they're gonna try and maybe not have that conversation and talk about normal things, which might be a good idea. But at the moment, I can't imagine talking about normal things. So you know, so rather than put other people in the awkward position and myself, it just feels easier to just wait until I feel ready to talk to people, you know. But I feel a bit guilty because, like, again, really good people are either reaching out to me or they're there for me. But I just don't feel it's good for me. I know most people say, "Oh, you need people, you need people," and I do. You do need people. I'm no man's an island. I'm no different. But it's when you need them. And for me at the moment, like, yeah, I probably do in some ways, but the even the initial contact is too stressful to even think about at the moment. Um, and it's not. And again, it's also not fair on other people because I could be a world in my own, like that. How's that fair on anybody? You know, when you know you're compromised, why put somebody else for it? You know, I wouldn't want someone to do that to me. So I wouldn't mind if they wanted my help, but I wouldn't Um, so yeah, but like I say, I still feel guilty because people have tried to sort of reach out and stuff, but I just don't feel like I'm trying my best. I'm trying, I tried to come back and do a podcast the other day, and it just felt like a fucking disaster. I just don't feel ready. And I know the longer I leave it, the worse it's going to get in some ways. In terms of coming back, I don't mean in terms of everything else. Um, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I am literally, yeah, trying to do things every day, trying to make one minute I'm hyper focusing on things that are not important. The next minute I can't focus on anything because nothing's important. I'm kind of at that stage right now, you know. Nothing's important, really, except for Um, yeah, I don't know. The only thing I'm doing, I'm continuing to do is try and enjoy the weather in as much as be up early in the morning with the dog. It's summertime. That's what I do, and up and out with the dog early, stuff like that. That walk has always been helpful for mental health and stuff like that. Just getting and doing that walk. I never used to understand that when I was younger. When people used to say to me about going for a walk, I used to think they were mental, but it's really good for your mental health. But I definitely say now as well because you don't realise it, but you create a bubble around yourself, not a real one, but you create a bubble around yourself, almost physical bubble. If your imagination were real, there'd be a physical bubble that you're creating and not even realizing it. And it does you so much good to step outside of that, because the bubble's fixed in the room that you're in. You know, it does you so much good to step outside of that. Not only that, but when you step outside, you're getting about, I don't know, 14 billion different colours coming your way, of which you can see about 64,000 at a time. So you're being overloaded, different smells, different senses. It's good to have that. And then the walk on top of it, everything else, it's good. So I can definitely say that, you know, no matter what's happened to me, whether it's just been normal life or whether it's been something like this, grief, that walk has been fucking useful. And more, you know, it's funny, the small things that can make a difference, and a small walk can make a hell of a fucking difference to a real pressurized day. It might do nothing more than just take off a little bit of pressure, but that is the difference, especially on a hot day, between someone's breaking point or not. So that's a big deal, you know. So for those, I mean, obviously not all of us can walk, but those in a position to walk, I'll tell you, or anything like that, you know. I used to, you know, when I was younger, I just always wanted to have a punch bag, you know, just to beat the shit out of it. When things like that do you the world of good, rather than keep bottling it in. And the walking's the same thing. You can walk it out, you know, walk things out of you, and it is good for you. I do find that you can sort of, you know, you're never going to get rid of the problem, but you can walk out a lot of the horrible energy that goes with it, and a lot of the horrible feelings that go with it that don't help you deal with it or fix anything any better. You know, in fact, they actually work against you. So these things are useful. Doesn't, you know, while I've been on some of these walks, I've had a little bit of a cry, but it doesn't mean that they weren't beneficial for me. They would definitely change the complexity of the way that day was going to go, you know. So I couldn't recommend it enough. Anyway, enough lecturing or whatever it is from me. I'll catch you whoever soon. Tom Fury, I think that's my name.